Poor Boris. He had hoped, as tired as he was, to go home early after he finished shooting The Raven back in 1963. But Roger Corman had other plans. Welcome to Dead of Night Theater. Couldn't stay away, could you? Tonight we promise you a real treat. A film that had 4 directors, including Francis Ford Coppola, working on it. The film is called The Terror. Legend has it was shot in a little over a week, and the final product is something to behold. It seems that Roger Corman had just finished shooting The Raven ahead of schedule and had contracted Boris Karloff for 2 more days. So, being the ever-resourceful director that he was, him and his colleagues whipped up a script, and I do use that term loosely. And then for 2 days they shot Boris Karloff running around any of the old sets that they had laying around, such as we do here. It also starred a young Jack Nicholson, who also did, I think he did a little writing and directing in the film. So, let us wait no longer. Don't turn off all the lights tonight. Leave one light on. Why? Because I want you to write down some notes, because there will be a short quiz at the end of tonight's presentation. So now, behold the terror in living color. Welcome back to Dead of Night Theater. Are you jotting down those notes? Good. Tonight's movie stars one of the all-time screen greats, Boris Karloff, the master himself. And in a supporting role, Mr. Jack Nicholson, who is still doing movies, by the way. Jack Nicholson started his career with Roger Corman in a little film called The Little Shop of Horrors, which, by the way, we will be presenting to you in December. Corman asked Jack if he would appear in his the Edgar Allan Poe adaptation of The Raven. Well, when The Raven was through, he quickly rushed him into tonight's film, The Terror. And then came the Andy Griffith Show. His big break came in that counterculture film, The Big Easy. Was it The Big Chair or Easy Chair or 5 Easy Pennies? Anyway, the film had easy in the name of it. And now, let's talk about Boris Karloff. Boris Karloff was born William Henry Pratt on November 23rd, 1887, and has terrified us ever since. Early on in his silent film career, he had a chance meeting with the reigning king of horror, Lon Chaney Sr., who gave him the advice: success in Hollywood lies in being different than anyone else. And if you're going to act, you're going to act. Even if you starve, never give up. He never did. Right up to the end, making pictures with half a lung and metal leg braces. His overnight success, after a decade of roles, came in the 1931 Universal classic Frankenstein, which there was no description in the novel. The monster was just conceived as enormous size and horrible to look at. So the masterful makeup artist Jack Pierce had to come up with ideas of his own. Applying the makeup took 3.5 hours, taking it off 1.5. Added to that, Karloff was 60 pounds of accessories. The shoes were 18 pounds apiece. Frankenstein opened December 6, 1931, and the world has never been the same. After the success of Frankenstein, Karloff went on to do Scarface, regarded as one of the best gangster films ever made. The Mummy, with makeup by Pierce again, took 8 hours to apply for the early scenes. Then Karloff came back to the monster in 1935's The Bride of Frankenstein, a film that set the standards for years to come. His last big screen appearance of the monster was in the very stylized Son of Frankenstein in 1939. He felt that there was nothing left more to do with the monster. Boris Karloff left us February 5th, 1969.